of you have been asking how my new studio is going. I moved in probably a month ago, but I've been traveling a lot, so I haven't really had time to renovate it as much as I'd like to, but I'm gonna show you anyway. So originally, I actually looked at this place 4 months ago, and when I walked in, I was like, nope, this is not it. It's just not it. And I think it's because there used to be this massive frosted glass there, and I couldn't really see through the floor to ceiling windows. I'm glad it didn't feel right because it wasn't the right time. I pretty much just passed on it. And then I ended up being really desperate for a space, and I was like, I wonder if that space was actually good. I just didn't visualize knocking out all the glass so I can get all the sunlight in. And I'm so glad I got it, and I'm so glad it was still available. It was on the market for like 3 months and no one wanted it. I'm so glad it all happened when it did, and honestly, I'm over the moon. So I've pretty much got a little platform up there. Currently, I've got my desk space here, but that's gonna be moving over there. I've got a little lounge area here. The floors are getting fixed tomorrow. They're getting evened out and then polished. Here, I've got my favorite mirror ever. It's from Taobao. Now this area here is where I'm gonna have my desk and my computer and everything. I have the tables arriving tomorrow. I always like to sit next to natural light, so this is gonna be a cool little area. I'm gonna put my books and whatever else in the shelf there. These are some of my first pieces, by the way. And then here, I'm always getting like frames and everything. So I've just ended up keeping those wooden boxes. I'll probably end up painting on them. And it's just become like a little bit of a bench area, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, some of my prints for my second drop, my third drop, just my random sheep that I painted in New Zealand. And then I've got my little kitchen area, which consists of nothing currently, like a microwave. Haven't even used it. I've got a sink to wash all my brushes. And then I have my bathroom. Now I'm probably gonna tile this whole place baby blue because that's just like my color right now. The orange gives me 80s retro panic room vibes. So I'm not gonna keep that. I don't hate it, but it's just not a priority for me right now. While I'm here, I might as well show you what art I have in here. This was one of my first ever pieces. It's the fishmonger. It went viral in like August last year, and that was like my first realization that, oh wow, maybe I can do this. This here was a recent piece I did. These grandmas under the bridge in Causeway Bay, and you basically give them 50 Hong Kong dollars. You can just give them any name. You can give them a photo if you want, and they'll basically just like slap the shit out of them with a slipper, and they'll just like curse at them for like 15 minutes. Does it work? I don't know, but is it funny? It's pretty funny. This one I originally wanted to do for the Year of the Horse, but it's like way too late now, so I don't really know what to do with it. I might take it to the Hong Kong Races, which is like a horse race that happens every single Wednesday night. Maybe I'll reveal it there, who knows? In this area here, it's chaos, but I am really trying to get really organized. It's just really hard for me because I'm so ADHD, but like I've tried to like mentally rehearse to myself that I'm neat and I'm organized, and sometimes I can go through these like spasms and I'll just like clean the whole thing. It's not clean right now though, so. I've got a lot of mini canvases because I'm doing this like dim sum thing. I've got all my paints, all my oils and everything, my paint brushes, my oil sticks, really important, my stickers for packaging. And then I've got, you know, in these bags, all the frame so I can post them properly. I've got my very messy trolley, which is usually where I would grab all my paints and I would kind of just get what I need here and I'd just paint from this little cart. And this is me and Billy. This is kind of a random one, but South China Morning Post interviewed me early in the week because they saw that I had red chairs in my art and they're doing a piece about plastic red chairs. So these are like really iconic in Hong Kong and just like, I guess, Asian culture in general. So I ended up ordering some off Taobao for like, I don't know, maybe $10 per chair or something, and they got here 2 days later. So I am gonna paint on these. I think they'll be really cool. My Chinese lucky cat is still here. This one sold at auction for 16 grand, and it's my most popular piece to date. I even had people messaging me like, I'll match it, I'll pay 16,000 if you just paint the same one. I'm like, I can't do that. But I'm basically still holding on to it because the collector is moving overseas at the end of the year. So it was like, can you just wait and just ship it there? So that is that. I am working on a few pieces now, but I can't show you yet because, well, I'm just not happy with them yet. This is my Beijing bikini guy. Now I'm on the platform. So I'm going to put lounges down here, like floor sofas. It'll be like a little chill area, and hopefully no one falls off. No one as in just me, because no one ever comes here. But here I've got like a pretty good view of the whole studio, which is cool. So I decided to go with the theme brown and baby blue because it's just kind of like my favorite color right now. Now, one thing I love about being in these industrial buildings is their lifts are massive and there's just so much cargo coming in and out, and they're really efficient with like taking the rubbish away, which for me is like a huge plus. So this is my new neighborhood. It's like an industrial part of Hong Kong, but it's still on Hong Kong Island. So it's literally like 15 minutes away from Central. I timed it the other day. I can get here in like 12 minutes, so it's really not far at all. But yeah, this is all like the factory district. A lot of people do live here. A lot of people convert industrial buildings into apartments. There are a lot of artists here, like there's loads of like art supply places here, a lot of photography studios, a lot of the creative industry is all out here. Not that I've met any of them because, well, I haven't met anyone, but I actually really love it out here because there's very limited distractions. When I was in the city before, it was very distracting because I would always have friends like stop by and, have a coffee with me, and I would, never really get in the zone. So I really appreciate it out here. Now I can already hear all the Chinese people asking me, how much was your place? So I'm going to break it down. I negotiated, which I do think I'm quite good at negotiating. I negotiated 19,000 Hong Kong dollars. What's that? Grandma. My grandma voice noted me, I have to respond. Okay, so I negotiated 2,400 US dollars per month, but I also negotiated 3 months for free, and the reason for that is because there were just like a million things wrong with this place. Like the air cons weren't working, which was a big cost. The floor is, as you can see, pretty fucked up. That's also a big cost. I'm probably gonna end up spending another 15 to 20,000 or something like that. I got a really, really, really good deal on the place, and even though I'm a little bit further out, it's really worked out for me because when I'm here, I'm zoned in, I have no distractions, and I think I get a lot more done. So yeah, that's my space. It's a work in progress. I definitely initially wanted to do it as quickly as possible, but then I was just like, chill out. There's no rush. Right? Anyway, bye for now.